10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes. I was about 3 minutes late this morning, or this rising. But freaking YouTube, I don't know what's happening. So if you go on my page and you see that I had um 5 different live streams because I was trying to do it from my laptop instead of my phone like I'm on now, but whatever, we are here. I hope you all are feeling amazing today. I trust that the exercises that I shared with you yesterday were beneficial and enlightening. Um, Today we are going to go with a speed round because um, I don't know. I don't know if I'll have time to share everything that I wanted to share with you all, but it's okay. We're gonna make the most of it. I think I'm going to plug my mic up since I'm using my phone. I'm also kind of stalling to give people time to pop in. But yeah, I'm gonna mic myself because I don't think my phone quality, you know, is great. As great as it is, I don't think it is as great as my laptop. So just give me 1 second here. Perfect, perfect. Okay, okay. And we are just going to hope that this mic stays in place and behaves itself. Oh my goodness. Okay. But yeah, I apologize because YouTube was on some other stuff. And I can't even ask y'all if y'all can hear me okay because I have the comments off. But yeah, I need this clipped because I need my hands. All right, we're going to go ahead and play the singing bowl, open up the portal, invite the team in. And you know what? I'm not going to be flustered at all. I refuse to be flustered. I refuse to be flustered. That's another way to fortify your light. Just know that everything is for a reason. Everything you do is perfection. Is perfection. YouTube was supposed to trip this morning. My laptop was supposed to be the way it was. Whatever. It is what it is. It's all good. Okay. We got our head covered, our feet planted and grounded. I had a really beautiful session this rise, being outside, listening to the birds. So yeah, I'm not letting that little hiccup razzle my energy. But let's go ahead and play the sing bowl, open up the portal, invite the team in, and get going. Just take a deep breath in. Feel this energy. Breathe in and out. Allow yourself to be in a position to receive as we call in benevolent angelics. I ask Archangel Michael be present as well. Encompass this space in a bubble of light. Allow anyone that is hearing this message to feel safe, secure, and grounded. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it is, and so it shall be. Do not allow any unwanted energies into this space. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whew, hot. I feel hot already. All right. And no, it's not because I have a sweater on. Like literally, when I feel spirit, when spirit is present, like for me anyway, I get hot. Everybody has a different tone. Everybody has a different way how they receive. Okay, so I went with another refill of water today instead of my hot tea like I did yesterday because my tea was too hot and I couldn't really drink it and enjoy it. And I love tea. I love it. So I'm going to pull a message first and foremost from my spirit messages deck. And thank you, everyone that is tuned in. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Thank you for liking the video already. I have the comments turned off. It's too distracting. And I don't have a moderator. Um, I don't I didn't have a moderator planner set up. Okay. All right. So, spirit message for today. All right. And just a reminder, we are doing this fortifier light, fortifier energy because um, we have Sirius that is rising. It's a gradual process. It's been rising and it's been flowing, but you have accumulation coming up this weekend. You have Mercury retrograde. You have Jupiter coming out of Pisces. We just came off the full moon. The sun is in Cancer. There's just a lot happening in the astrological world. There's a lot happening, and um, as above, so below. And people may be feeling tired, drained, uncertain. Your energy may be being pulled in every which direction. Of course, you have the World Cup. There's just a lot of things happening. And as a light bearer, right? Not just a light worker, but as a person who bears their light, who shows their light, who shines their light, who's aware of the light that you hold, you're not the only one that's aware of it. So those that feed off the light, right? Like the moths, like the um invasive parasites that feed off this energy, they are aware too of what is happening. And they may be a little bit more aware than any of us of exactly what is happening. And in their fight for survival, they will feed off of anything or anyone. So it's important for you to keep your guards up. It's important for you to fortify your shield, to check your armor, to make sure you don't have any weak points, and that's what um these 2 days were about. Okay, so the spirit message card for today is self-sabotage. Self-sabotage. And many times us light bearers, we do have self-sabotaging ways. We have ways to prevent good things from happening because we are so used to negativity, or we're used to rejection because we're different, and not many people um may be used to the way how we behave. So in order to kind of stave off any disappointment or stave off anything that is hurtful, we can self-sabotage ourselves. So let's see what spirit wants to say. When you learn to get out of your own way, there will be no stopping you. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It's that inner voice that details those carefully woven plans. Oh, derails, I'm sorry. That derails those carefully woven plans. And that is so fitting and so perfect because, listen, even not even this rise, not even the hiccup with my YouTube live. And again, sorry if you see like 4 different live streams. I'll go in and try to delete them. So this is the only video that you see. As I was trying, I've been trying to get on. I don't know what was up. But I was so overthinking this. I was like, okay, how am I going to connect with the people? I'm here by myself with my boys. Some of you know I have a son with special needs. Um, I was like, when am I going to find the time? How am I going to be able to do this? And it's been a while since I've done anything. So do the people even want to hear me? And like, yeah, there was a lot going on in my head when it came to getting this done. And like finally I was just like, you know what? Those that need to hear me will hear me. Those that need this message will find it. And I know that there's people who value what it is that I say, even if it's not the people that I want to hear. Do you understand? So I got out my own way. I wasn't I stopped thinking, am I being tested? Am I going to fail? If I do this, is spirit going to be mad at me? No, spirit is never mad at you. Spirit is never mad. Spirit may be like, okay, it's taking her a little bit longer, right? It's taking him a little bit longer, right? If only they saw themselves how I see you. And that's what got me up and going. I was like, you know what? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for that. Right. My little one and I, we went to a park, and it's such a beautiful park. It's an ancient park from like the 1800s. It's a historical landmark. But those trees out there, it was telling a story. And the wind was blowing, and it's like I was just hearing the messages. And that too is how life is for you, if you allow it to be, if you choose to see that, if you choose to see those signs. Okay. So with self sabotage, one way, another way to fortify your light is to stop talking yourself out of things. And my lights just popped on. Did you see that? That spirit co signing. Stop talking yourself out. Talk yourself into everything that you want to do. You have a gajillion thoughts anyway. Choose to think that you are invincible. Choose to move like you cannot fail. Choose that you can do anything instead of talking yourself out and making yourself feel like crap, because half of the time those words that you're using to make yourself feel like crap, it's not even your words, it's not even your thoughts. So a way to fortify your light: spirit is not testing you, no one is testing you. There are very rare circumstances and instances where there may be, individuals that are purposefully sending you negative energy, right? Like purposefully, like they know who you are, they know what you want to do, and they're sending you energy to make you fail. But more times than not, it's yourself. It's yourself. You're doing it to yourself. You're doing it to yourself. And to piggyback off what I was saying yesterday, that's part of the uh, design. I kind of want to say brilliance. The brilliance of these inorganic ones that kind of control this energy, because they have made it where they don't have to keep going hands on and doing things to bring people down. They have orchestrated so much for so long, in such a over such a long period of time, because they control everything, but they have worked it where people will keep themselves in the prison, right? It's a reminder of Plato's cave. They were in there, they were trapped. One got away and was like, hey, there's a whole life out here outside this cave. And everyone else that was still trapped, right? They were like, no, no way. Then they're like, the guy that got away said, hey, do you know that we're not really trapped? Do you know that these shackles are actually off? And they're like, nah, no, you can't go nowhere. We got to stay right here, right? You are the prisoner and the prison guard. You are both. You have the key to open up and unlock for yourself. There's the lights, there's the confirmation. You have the key already within you. But so many times you talk yourself out of it because of the experiences that you've had in your life. And you continue in the same pattern of self sabotage. It's time to release that. Okay. So I'm going to kind of read from the book. I feel they want me to read from the book. This card is showing you everything that you can be, but it's also reminding you of your own worst enemy, yourself. This is a time to confront your fears and purge them from your psyche by having positive conversations with yourself. I just said that. I just said that. Yet, before you can do that, you have to recognize and acknowledge the signs and symptoms of self sabotage. Okay. It's time for you to start believing why you can as opposed to why you can't. Just remember, you do matter. And once you believe in yourself, you'll be surprised how others start believing in you more. That's so, I mean, they echoed my sentiments. Exact, but of course, I'm one with spirit. So, of course, they echoed my sentiments. But the same for you. So, exercise for the spirit message, a way to help purge some of the things that are draining your battery, the draining your light. I want you to write out some of your self-sabotaging behaviors. Do you talk yourself out of things? Do you hype yourself up so much, get get to a certain point and then just stop completely? Do you um just don't even try? Do you say there's no way I can win or I can succeed because I never do, and therefore you don't even try? You don't even allow you don't even put yourself out there? Are you so afraid of rejection that you just are like, I'm staying in my box? What are some self-sabotaging behaviors that you have? You know what it is. Do you um have good ideas and keep them on ice, right? Remember yesterday we wrote out all the good ideas that we had that we never really acted on. What are some of your self sabotaging behaviors that you have currently? And I want you to itemize that, put them in one column, right, on your piece of paper. And then I want you to write the solution. So if you're like me, I'm a, I, I don't struggle anymore. Well, okay, no one's perfect. So I guess I don't struggle with it, but I do still have intrusive thoughts. And that's part of the reason, part of the reason is because I connect with so many people, whether it's through my card readings, mental healing sessions, chakras, whatever, um, through the YouTube, the internet, TikTok, whoever, whatever. I have intrusive thoughts, but I know they're intrusive thoughts. I know they're not mine. I'm like, ain't no way. I don't think that way, right? And I just turned that thinking around. But before I realized that, before I realized who I was, before I realized I was a setting infinite goddess, before I realized I should cover my head when I'm connecting with a lot of people or with, in other people's energy, before I realized that I was the omnipower, I was the supreme one, before I realized that, those intrusive thoughts used to get to me so bad. I married a man who echoed my intrusive thoughts, right? My ex husband, he echoed every intrusive thought that I had, whether I was 100, I had three children, and I was like 135 pounds or something like that. And I thought I was so fat. I thought I was so unattractive. I thought I was so ugly. I thought I was so undesirable. I thought that I could never get a good paying, job because I wasn't a high school graduate. I dropped out of high school. I dropped out of high school 2 months before my freaking graduation, y'all. Like, why? I was kind of over it, right? I wasn't really going to school that year, but they were still kind of passing me along because I was so smart and I did so well. But I had my baby and I was like, F this, right? But I you will do that. You will invite, attract, or bring in people that echo your limitations or the beliefs about yourself, right? So write down all your self sabotaging ways. And then the next column, the solutions. How do we correct this? For me, it was realizing that these thoughts are not mine. I was like, I don't really feel this way about myself. I don't feel I'm fat. Like, I feel I'm pretty freaking sexy, actually, right? I was like, I don't feel like I'm undesirable. I walk down the street, and whether I'm fat or not, I still got people trying to holler at me, right? Men and women, whoever, right? Like the animals love me. So whatever, screw what it is that you're thinking, dude. It's not, I don't really believe that about myself. Okay. The next exercise, after you write your self-sabotaging ways and then you write your solution, okay, the next thing that I want you to do is develop a self-concept um, power phrase, power statement. Okay. So for me, my power statement is I am more powerful than anyone else's thoughts. I am more powerful than anyone else's thoughts. Um, and next, I tell myself every day, I am a beautiful goddess. I am the most desired goddess, right? That's my that's the way to combat any other, you know, f- uh, projections or thoughts or anything that may come my way. That's my way to combat that, to fight that off, right? Um, I'm so grateful that everyone finds me attractive and beautiful. I'm so grateful that everyone recognizes the light that I shine so brightly, right? So, power statements. Nothing with any limiting or I think or I'm unsure. No, I'm grateful. I know. I'm happy. Those are how you want to start off your power statements. And basically, all it is just rephrasing um, your self sabotaging behavior. So if your self sabotaging behavior is uh, you you let money go so easily, right? You let money go so easily because you feel that you're not responsible enough to keep it. So your power statement should be I am so happy I can manage large amounts of money, right? Because being afraid of money, handling money, manipulating money, that is a self sabotaging behavior. Because in this day and time where we live, you do need money, currency, credit, whatever, to kind of function in the world, unless you live off the grid, right? But that's a whole nother topic for another video. We don't have time to get into that. But those are the actions, the writing actions I want you to take today to help fortify your light and to get rid of some of those light drains, some of those battery drainers. Okay. So, of course, again, if you have any questions, feel free to email me. Shout out to um, the one viewer who emailed me yesterday. Not so much a question, but they were just like, hey, I have a comment. So thanks. Um, but yeah, you can email me at info@ascendinginfinitegoddess.com or ascendinginfinitegoddess at gmail. But next, I just want to pull from my light worker deck. Let's see what is the message they want to share for you today. My angelic light work from my angelic light work deck. Let's see what they want to share with you. And I love this deck. You see this deck? Like I love it. I love the purple. Purple's my favorite color in case you can't tell. But yeah, I love the purple. I love the gold. I absolutely love it. So let's see what they want to share. What angelic light work message do they have? Okay, four cards fell. I'm not keeping all four though. I'm gonna keep the one that just kind of fell to the side. Okay. Past life, present power. Yeah, and you know what? I want you to see this imagery. I spoke about past life energy as well. I spoke about past life energy as well because sometimes some of this energy that we have is stemming from past life. And I'm glad that they show this because some of those self sabotaging behaviors are from past experiences, but not even past experiences in this lifetime. You could be like always afraid of certain things. Like my little one, from when he was in the womb, trains, hearing the trains on the train tracks or the train horn would scare him. Like from when he was in the womb, it scared him. He had reactions to it. You know, he would sleep through anything, but he hears a train, oh, he's on. That is a past life energy, right? And I'm so grateful. Is that green light like beaming in my eye? Do y'all see that? Um, I'm so grateful that I have the awareness to be able to detect it when he's young, right? So we could help him get over that fear. But many of us as adults, we have things that are coming from past life energy that we've always been ingrained with since when we were young, and our parents didn't have the knowledge to help us get through it, right? So, past life, present power, you can use past experiences to empower you right now, today. Okay. Now, he loves to train. We and it's so funny because we live near train tracks. Um, well, not near it, but we can hear it. We can. Our other house is near train tracks, but we can hear the train. And then his favorite park used to be a railroad uh, park, whatever. It used to be a railroad area. Anyway, it was like 100 acres, and it used to be the railway yard, the salvage yard. There you go. and the train still kind of runs through it. So he sees the train very often. So I'm very grateful that we were able to make a present power for him, right? Giving him that knowledge where here, whatever you had in the past, baby, it doesn't matter. You use it now to empower yourself. That's what spirit is encouraging you to do. Those past behaviors, those self-sabotaging ways, you can now convert it and um make it your present day awareness. There's the lights again. Hmm, right? Make it your present day awareness. Make it so that you are no longer having it as a crutch, but rather something that is so powerful and uplifting for you. So, the exercise for today to help you, um, oh my goodness. And you know what? I just picked up the other cards that fell, and I'm going to show y'all the first one. It says, blessed with gratitude. And you see my sweater? I'm grateful. I'm grateful. But blessed with the gratitude. Yeah. Yeah. Be grateful for everything all the time. Always. Everything. So that's the exercise for today. I want you all for the next 3 days. For the next 3 days, it's going to take you right through the peak of the Sirius star. I want you to be grateful for everything. I want you to be grateful for everything. I want you to walk through the streets and be grateful for the trash cans, be grateful for the tree branches, be grateful if someone opens the door, tell them gratitude. Don't say thank you. Say gratitude. Oh my God. People love when I say gratitude. When people do something for me and I'm like, gratitude, they love that because, they recognize one, I made a conscious decision to say, I'm grateful for you doing this thing for me instead of just saying the generic thank you. But two, so many people walk around doing stuff for people and they don't feel, valued. They don't feel that they are appreciated. So someone does something nice for you, someone smiles at you, smile back, say gratitude. You know, you get in the car and your gas light isn't on, be grateful for that, right? You make it home safely, be grateful for that. I had sort of a kind of kooky day yesterday, right? Anyway, I had a kind of kooky day yesterday and I was getting ready to lay down and I was telling my husband, I was like, I started my day doing this and ended my day doing this. I feel like I'm the goddess of sanitation, right? And he was like, no, we're not doing that. He's like, you started your day with 10 toes and 10 fingers and a smile and a voice and a roof over your head. And he just started naming things. And he was like, and you're ending your day with 10 toes and 10 fingers and a roof over your head and love and a smile. And I was like, you know what? You're absolutely right, babe. Thank you. Thank you, babe. Thank you so much. Gratitude for just redirecting that. So for the next 3 days, actively, consciously be grateful for everything all day, all the time. I'm grateful right now for this glass of water. It is perfection. It is perfection. I'm grateful for those of you who are watching. I'm grateful for those of you who have hit the like button. I'm grateful that my lights keep going off. I'm grateful for the inviting energy that I feel around me right now. I'm grateful that Archangel Michael is here. I'm grateful I can hear the birds outside. I'm grateful that my plants are growing, right? Just grateful, grateful, grateful all day for everything. Okay. For the next 3 days. That is your action move. That's going to help you fortify your light. I'm telling you, gratitude, the energy of gratitude is so much stronger than love. Okay, is so much stronger than just love, gratitude, and authenticity, right? Because our authentic nature is one of peace, of harmony, of happiness, of joy. Um, and of gratitude. And so many of us are against our authentic nature because we feel stressed out about things, and that is a light drainer. Okay. So when you're being grateful, you cannot be stressed. You can't be stressed. I don't care if um, you have, past due notices. I don't care if you have, you know, um, I don't know, just horrible things. I can't even think of horrible things right now, right? I my city was trying to do a code enforcement on my other property And we went and we're like, no, what you're saying is incorrect. And they were like, no, this is right. And they were trying to take us to a court hearing and everything for it. And I finally we just came with the solution, was like, no, we're not doing this, right? I'm grateful that they're doing their job, but I'm grateful that they hear my point of view. And about 2 days ago, I got a letter saying, "Oh yeah, it's been cleared. We see what it is that you're saying. Thank you." Right? Because I chose not to be stressed about it. I was like, I'm not going to freaking a court hearing at 9 a.m. with my kids. Hell no, I'm not doing that, right? There go the lights, cosign, right? So I'm using my examples because I know my life the best. I'm an expert on me, but I have things going on in my life as well. And I'm telling you ways on how to overcome it. So be grateful all day, every day. Next, the next thing that I want you to do is get into tapping. Get into tapping. And right here, I'm going to show you. If you do this just for 60 seconds, right? Hopefully you can still hear me clearly. If you do this just for 60 seconds, these two fingers at this pressure point for 60 seconds, these two fingers on your first eye, or these two fingers on the top of your head, or you can do all your fingers actually on the top of your head. Whew, I feel it already. I feel the energy releasing already. And you make power statements. I am the most powerful being in my life. I am aware of my power. I'm grateful for the love that I give and receive every day. I am the wealthiest being that's walking this earth. I exude gratitude in everything that I do. I am the most desirable being. Like, just stuff like that. That was just coming to me. But yes, right? Tapping, tapping really, really helps. It helps stimulate your blood. It helps regulate your nervous system. It it connects, especially when you hit your pressure points, your chakras as well. Um, they're not called ley lines. It's eluding me the correct name. But you know, you have different nerve endings in different spots, and it's spiritual. It connects with your spirit. So it's hitting your mind, body, and spirit. Tapping is. I'm serious. Do some research, right? You don't have to take my word for it, but I want you today for 1 minute tapping those points that I just showed you, reciting your power statement or affirmation, your favorite affirmation, that's fine. But go through those exercises and it will help release. It also helps release toxins. So make sure you're drinking water so you can flush those toxins out. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful, absolutely wonderful. Um, yep, I hear my, I hear one of my boys are up, so we're gonna go ahead and end this here, which is good timing. But as always, ground, hug a tree, love on yourself, hug yourself, and give yourself the reinforcements that you need to get through your day. We have enough negativity. There is no room or no space or no need for you to be negative and beat up on yourself. Like, enough of that. Enough of that. Okay. And bonus tidbit, if you can, cover your head. You don't have to have a silk scarf, like me. You don't have to have a spiritual wrap or anything. A baseball cap is fine, but I would suggest cover your head for at least the next 2 days. Try to keep it covered, right? The sun is out here beaming. We do love the sun rays, but if you need to have a sun hat or something like that on, just kind of cover your head, keep it covered, okay? So that is that. At least your crown chakra, at least up here, you want to keep covered. But that is that. That's all that I have for you all today. I'm grateful for you all. Thank you for rocking out with me so early out. Again, I apologize for the delay. If you have any questions, feel free to email me info@ascendinginfinitegoddess.com or ascendinginfinitegoddess@gmail. Connect with me on my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com. I'm going to go ahead and close out with my singing bowl. Dismiss our collective energy, and we'll go ahead and go out for the day. Oh, the lights came on for me. Oh, and they stay on. I love that. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all benevolent, energetic beings that set forward at this time, including Archangel Michael. We're grateful for your presence and we're thankful you came through when called. We now grant you license to return back to the spaces from which you came. Do not linger, but be sure to come quickly again the next time we call upon you. May you collect any energies that may be stagnant around us from the east, west, north, and south and help deliver them back to their rightful space. Any energies that may try to drain our light or siphon our energy, may they be returned back to sender. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it is, and so it shall be. This portal is now closed. Okay, grateful for you all. You're so beautiful. You're so amazing. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love.